Hello and welcome back to the Card Vault TCG, where this is part 4 of our series for the new Team Rocket set, Destined Rivals, where we're going to be completing the master set, and I want to show you the journey as to how that looks. So first and foremost, it's too big for the camera, but we're going to need a binder. So I've gone for the Vortex newly released Neon Orange, which is certainly not going to miss that one on a shelf. So this is a 12 pocket binder, so that will be 3 high, 4 across. So that will be the binder that we'll be putting our cards into. So before we get there, we're going to need clearly some cards. So we've opened up an ETB, 2 3-pack blisters, and also a booster box with 36 packs. So that would be 45, 51 packets in total opened, and that has given us this amount of cards to sort through. So we've got 4 stacks just there, and then on top of that I've got the hits as well that we've had, which I'll leave till last to put those in. So I've also kept some of the pack arts, which I'll show you what I do with those in terms of building a master set when we get there. But the first part is to sort and sleeve up the cards, because we practice good binder behaviour according to Deep Pocket Monster. So plenty of sleeves. Then for the bigger ones, the EXs plus, I'll be using the set sleeves that came out of the ETB. This is quite a long process. It's one that I actually really enjoy in terms of sorting cards. I find it quite zen. So I'll be in my happy place whilst I do this, but just in case you've got better things to do with the rest of your day, I'll speed it up so you can just see it go at a quicker pace. So without further ado, let's get going. So starting with sorting the cards, the first thing that I will do is sort them into 3 piles, which will be common, reverse and hollow. So you get, if this is your first time building a master set, you get an awful lot of common. Pretty much from this amount you'll get all of the the hollows, but it'll be the reverse ones that we're struggling with. Now either I'm going crazy, these haven't been sorted as far as I know, just randomly picked up, but a big pile of, so that would be commons. The reverse ones have that hollow pattern on the bottom, so each card has 2, the picture's the same, information's the same, but the background is different. So you've got a reverse, and then I'll show you, that's a hollow one. So it's got a silver border that goes around the edge. So EXCs and above, I've pulled X, they will go separate. I'll do those at the end. But for now, it'll just be a case of sorting these into those 3 piles, which by the magic of camera, I will do quickly for you. Okay, so they've all been sorted now. So we've got the 2 piles of common cards. We've got the pile there of reverse hollows, which you can see the difference. It's almost 3 to 1, commons to reverse hollows. To do a master set, you need 1 of every common. So that's always one that we have to go into the singles market to finish off. And then your smaller pile of hollows, but we'll pretty much have the majority of the set now. So what I do at this point is I go through all 3 piles separately and sort them into colour first of all, and then I'll then take out the duplicates and put them into number order, and that will have us ready to build the master set. So we're going to start off with sorting through the hollow cards first. So there we go, so we have our duplicates which are now set aside, and then we have 1 of each, all in numbered order, that's ready for the master set. I'll sleeve these up and then we'll move on to the reverse hollows. So there we go, so that's all of the hollows sleeved up and ready to go in the master set. So I'll set those aside and then move on to reverse hollows. Same process, so we're going to divide them up into their colour type, or if they're a trainer, and then afterwards I'll then start to go through, remove the duplicates and put them into number order. So same process again, away we go. Okay, so once more we're all in piles, this time of the reverse hollows by colour, and it'll be a case of going through, taking out the duplicates and then putting them into number order to get the full pile of reverse hollows. So that's the reverse hollow sorted. So we've got our duplicates, just that side, which again, set out the way to the side. And now in order, we've got 1 of each of all of the reverse hollows that we need for the master set. So same again, sleeve them all up and then they're ready to go into the set. There we have it, so that's all of the reverse hollows now sleeved up. Remember, no bad binder behaviour, so it's going to be every card in a sleeve going into the folder, the binder, sorry. So good binder behaviour practice. So next up, same process, common cards. Okay, so that's all the common cards now sorted into colour or type if you prefer. So I will now go through, take out any duplicates and sleeve up what cards we've got, and then we'll pick up when we start to build the master set. So I've sped along a little bit now so that all cards are now sleeved up. So we have 3 piles here of the common cards all in number order. We have our reverse hollows, we have our hollows, and we have our EXs and above. We've got our Vortex orange binder, I'm going to use the guide that came with the ETB because it will show us where every card goes, because I literally do follow it. So where this one has a common and a reverse, that'll be in slot 1 and slot 2, then card 2 will go into slot 3, if that makes sense, and then just follow it all the way through to fill the master set. So in terms of the front page, I always leave that one because I'll do something with the sleeves, which I'll show you afterwards, and I prefer it to be a 2-page spread as we go. And then it's just a case of taking your common and putting them in, and then following it through with each card if we've got. So I'm going to have fun and put these in and speed it up so you guys see it a bit quicker than it takes me. So that's finished putting everything other than the full art. So the cards finished there, 182 reverse. So then what I will do is put the full arts in and then fill any gaps that we've got with the sleeves. So when I do eventually pull the cards, the sleeves there ready to go, and that's its placeholder then. So I'll just quickly whiz through and put those in. So the final couple of things, because I don't like to leave empty pockets anywhere. So what I will do is the pack arts, just to kind of immortalise the set, is I will cut out the art, and then the 4 different sets that we've got. I will do 4 across, 3 of each high. I'll show you that just at the end, and that'll finish off the binder. Okay, so this is the finished article in terms of where we're up to so far. So any gaps that we have at the back are filled with energy cards. So it just looks a bit better than blank spaces. Got 2 spaces just there for the promo card from the single blisters that I'll pick up. Then finish it off with one of the dividers, the Team Rocket. So then you come through to these, the place marks for the illustration rares and the full arts. So clearly a few of those to collect. That will mark the end of the 182 cards that's in the set. So as we make our way through, I haven't counted how many cards I've got left to get yet at the moment, but certainly made a decent dent in it, which is always a good start and a good place to be. And then I'll just show you what I've done at the front. So just to set it off, on the front page I've used the pack arts, so cut them out and put them in there, so it's just a visual remembrance of what the pack arts were in that particular set, and then it'll all be kept nice and safe in the Vortex binder. So if you've enjoyed seeing how that works, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or want to discuss any ways of collecting differently, do drop a comment and I'll always get back to you. I will do an update as and when I've got enough to make a difference in terms of the set, and hopefully I'll see you in a future video. Thank you.